just checked in.
Down the other end, Barbary in for the layup.
On Iverson.
No, pound for pound, the toughest that this league has ever seen.
Iverson, Asia for three, in front of his own bench. Are you kidding me?
Page is just ridiculous.
Another one! 6 of 6 from Page.
What if I told you that one phone call that was never answered changed the course of basketball history forever? One night in 1996 produced 5 Hall of Famers, 64 All-Star appearances, 14 championship rings. All because a high school kid named Kobe Bryant didn't pick up his phone. Before we jump into this mind-blowing story, here's a quick request. If this content interests you, hit that like button and subscribe. Most viewers watch without subscribing, but your support means everything to us. Did you subscribe? Perfect. Let's continue. June 26th, 1996. The Continental Airlines Arena in New Jersey buzzed with anticipation. The Philadelphia 76ers, coming off an embarrassing 1864 season, held the first pick. Nobody could have predicted that this single evening would produce more basketball legends than any draft in NBA history. But here's what makes this story incredible. It almost didn't happen the way we know it. That phone call I mentioned, it was meant for Kobe Bryant the night before the draft, a general manager trying to make a last-minute pitch. But Kobe never answered. Some say if he had, the entire landscape of basketball would look different today. The league was in a fascinating place. Michael Jordan and the Bulls had just completed their historic 72-win season. Shaquille O'Neal was about to become the biggest free agent prize in years. Kevin Garnett had just finished his rookie season after jumping straight from high school, sparking a trend that would define this draft. Let me hit you with some numbers that will blow your mind. The 1996 draft holds the record for most All-Star selections in NBA history, 64 total appearances across 10 different players. That's not just impressive, it's unprecedented. No other draft class even comes close. 3 different players from this class won MVP awards. Allen Iverson captured it in 2001. Steve Nash won back-to-back MVPs in 2005 and 2006. Kobe Bryant claimed his in 2008. 4 total MVP trophies from one draft, tied for the most individual winners with the legendary 1984 class. But here's where it gets crazy. 23 players from this draft spent at least 10 seasons in the league. 12 of them registered over 50 win shares during their careers. 1/3 of the entire first round became All-Stars. That's not just depth, that's an embarrassment of riches. The championship count? 19 total rings spread across multiple players. Kobe alone won 5. Derek Fisher matched that number. Ray Allen grabbed 2. The list goes on and on. Allen Iverson stepped to the podium as the first overall pick, and basketball culture was never the same. Standing just 6 feet tall, AI didn't just break scoring records, he shattered expectations. 4 scoring titles, 11 All-Star games, and that unforgettable 2001 finals run where he single-handedly dragged Philadelphia past the Lakers in Game 1. His crossover wasn't just a move, it was poetry in motion. His influence went beyond basketball. Cornrows, tattoos, and authenticity became part of the game's DNA. The Charlotte Hornets selected a 17-year-old named Kobe Bryant 13th overall, then traded him to Los Angeles for veteran Vlade Divac. This wasn't just any trade, it created a dynasty. What many don't know is that Lakers general manager Jerry West had been tracking Kobe since his junior year of high school, even attending his prom. What happened next defied all expectations. Kobe averaged 25 points per game over 20 seasons, ranks 4th all-time in scoring, and tied Michael Jordan's record with 12 all-defensive team selections. He's the only player besides Jordan to win both a scoring title and championship in the same season multiple times. His work ethic was legendary. 4 a.m. gym sessions became his signature. Then there's Steve Nash, picked 15th by Phoenix. Nobody saw this coming. For his first 4 years, Nash barely averaged 10 points per game, but when he returned to Phoenix in 2004, magic happened. His revolutionary offense changed how basketball was played. 7 seconds or less. Push the pace, make the extra pass. Nash turned the Suns into must-watch television and won consecutive MVP awards doing it. Ray Allen was supposed to team up with Kevin Garnett in Minnesota. Instead, he got traded to Milwaukee on draft night, beginning one of the purest shooting careers in basketball history. Allen held the all-time three-point record before Stephen Curry came along. 2 championships, one with Boston's Big Three, another with Miami's Heat. That corner three in Game 6 of the 2013 Finals. Pure clutch. Here's a name that might surprise you. Ben Wallace. He went undrafted in 1996, but technically belongs to this class. Big Ben became one of the greatest defenders ever, winning 4 Defensive Player of the Year awards. His 2004 Pistons upset the heavily favored Lakers in the finals. Sometimes the best stories come from players nobody expected. Peja Stojakovic arrived from Europe and immediately became one of the deadliest shooters alive. 2 3-point contest championships, 3 All-Star games. He was the perfect complement to those explosive Sacramento Kings teams that nearly toppled the Lakers dynasty. Stephon Marbury brought New York City streetball to the professional level. Jermaine O'Neal developed into a 6-time All-Star and anchored those tough Indiana Pacers teams. Marcus Camby won Defensive Player of the Year in 2007. Antoine Walker brought energy and championship experience to multiple franchises. Even the role players had incredible careers. Derek Fisher hit clutch shot after clutch shot for 5 Laker championships. Sharif Abdul-Rasim became a consistent all-star despite playing for struggling teams. The depth was absolutely ridiculous. This draft redefined what professional athletes could represent. Players became global brands, not just basketball players. Endorsement deals reached unprecedented levels. International markets opened up because these stars had universal appeal. The NBA's revenue doubled within a decade, largely due to the marketability of this class. Kobe brought an obsessive work ethic that inspired athletes across all sports. The Mamba mentality became shorthand for relentless pursuit of perfection. Players still study his approach to training, preparation, and mental toughness. Nash proved that basketball IQ could overcome physical limitations. His passing displays were artwork. His shooting efficiency was mathematical precision. He showed that point guards could be offensive engines, not just facilitators. These players didn't just win games, they sold jerseys, filled arenas, and created lifelong fans. They appeared in commercials, movies, and social causes. Basketball became bigger than basketball because of this group. People love comparing the 1996 class to 2003, which gave us LeBron James, Carmelo Anthony, Dwyane Wade, and Chris Bosh. Here's a wild stat. LeBron alone has more career points than any 1996 player, but the 1996 class has more combined All-Star appearances than any draft in history. The real difference, longevity across the board. While 2003 had 4 superstars, 1996 had 10 players who made multiple All-Star games. 8 different players made All-NBA teams, another record that still stands today. Allen Iverson recently settled this debate with typical AI confidence. It's not even debatable. I don't even know why people try to debate something like that. When you look at the complete body of work, the all-star selections, the championships, the cultural impact, the longevity, it's hard to argue with the answer. The 1984 draft had Michael Jordan, Hakeem Olajuwon, Charles Barkley, and John Stockton. Incredible top-end talent. But 1996 combined elite superstars with incredible depth across the entire draft board. 29 years later, the 1996 NBA draft remains the gold standard for talent evaluation and player development. It produced 5 Hall of Famers, multiple MVPs, countless All-Stars, and some of the most memorable moments in basketball history. More importantly, it reminded us that greatness can come from anywhere. The first pick, the 13th pick, the undrafted player. This class proved that talent finds a way to shine, regardless of where you're selected. The 1996 NBA draft wasn't just the greatest class in basketball history, it was a once-in-a-lifetime collection of athletes who changed sports forever. If you enjoyed learning about basketball history's greatest night, smash that like button and subscribe for more incredible sports stories. What other draft classes do you think come close to 1996? Let us know in the comments below.